Alright guys, welcome. Today we're going to be giving tips on every trail in MX World, in my opinion, using the Sparksoap Velocity MX. Well, not in my opinion, actually, like, by difficulty, and the difficulty is in my opinion, but let's get into it. Alright, so in my opinion, Hybrid Trail is the easiest trail. So it's super simple. It starts around here. As I haven't said this, but I'm not gonna be doing the races. I'm just gonna go on them, so I don't waste time on if people are racing. So my advice for this is basically go full throttle the entire time. But if you're on one of the faster bikes, on this bump, don't hold throttle because you're gonna go flying away. And this is the flying away in question, if you wanted to know. Oh gosh. And I mean flying away. But besides that, you can just hold your throttle and you'll be pretty good. But, so yeah, Hybrid Trail is a pretty quick lap. That person got 40 seconds. I average about 30 seconds, so it's a pretty quick lap, but 250 coins. Alright, so we're now to ramp track, which I'd say is still pretty easy. On this, you can go pretty fast, but on the jumps before the turns, you want to let off your throttle a bit so you don't go flying away on the turns like you would on Hybrid Trail too. And also, here's the flying away in question. Oh wait, okay, my bad. Maybe I'll do a better example on this one. I actually did that really good. Yeah, you would have completely missed the checkpoint. Yeah, so this is 3 laps. And yeah, so you can like full throttle here, but then let off. And then also on the bumps, wheeling does make it a little bit easier, but you don't have to do the wheelie. In my opinion, it's easier just to not do the wheelies. But yeah, so I'd say this is either like easy or medium. It's still pretty like basic though, and you get $350 if you win. So we're now to Wilderness Track. In my opinion, this might actually be a medium difficulty, like low medium. So you can start off, it's really this first section right here, because if you don't turn on this right, there's checkpoints on every single one of those turns. So if you blow through the first one, I see a lot of people blowing through it because they just go like full throttle base. And then on this jump, just see how far you can go. That's probably good. And then on this, just make sure to be cautious on the corners. On this one, just go full throttle. Wilderness is 2 laps. Yeah. So that is why you want to be cautious on your corners. But also Wilderness is 450 coins, which is kind of good, honestly. Alright guys, we are now at Farm and we're doing Hillside Motocross. It does give 750. I think it is a little bit harder than Wilderness. It's 2 laps, but I think it is harder than Wynyard, whatever, which also gives 500. So the game is kind of hinting that it's easier. But besides that, again, you just want to can be fast, just be cautious with your riding. Then on Westville Farmland, they have 2 turns. Taking the inner one gives you a better route normally, and it can save you a little bit of time. But yeah, so as I said, it's 2 laps. There's no shortcuts because there's like no shortcuts on any of the maps basically. They're well designed. But yeah, make sure to be cautious or else you're going to be flying away, especially on these ones where you can gain a lot of speed. But besides that, it's pretty easy. If you just lock in on it, then you're gonna be pretty good. Oh gosh, I guess a lot of people want to do it. Alright, anyway, bye. Alright, we are now at Barnyard Supercross. This is 3 laps. Again, you want to take those inner corners. You get 500 if you win. And just make sure to be cautious with your gameplay. And you don't really need to be that cautious because the jumps are just pretty big. And then with these rollers, make sure that you just don't get a bad case or else you're going to be flying all over. But yeah, that was a pretty quick lap too. I think the average on this is like 1 minute 30 or so. Alright, well we are now to Oasis Supercross. And it is 3 laps. No, it's 2 laps actually. But make sure to pay attention to the end of this one because there's a really cool shortcut near the end. But again, you just want to be cautious, especially with these. If you case them, then you're going to be flying away. And try to take the inner turns. Make sure to not clip on any of these tents because that will like grab onto your handlebars and you will be stuck. Before this, I thought I had the world record on this until I saw somebody casually crank a 132. My PB is 137. Oh, also, this one gives you $1,000, so it's very competitive in lobbies. In most lobbies, I see like 5 or more people on it whenever it gets like shows up. Okay, now for the shortcut. So when you're coming here, the next checkpoint from the lap is there. So if you need to save time, you can cut across that, and that will save up to 5 seconds. And that is really helpful in a tight race, especially when like you're going against your friends to like prove your skill level. But that's basically the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.